extra time. Several watches, one on his right hand, one for Skil. Pedersen, opportunities very limited. Last year for Pedersen, went out on loan. He's back in the fold this time around. We'll be looking this evening with expectations of the win, but looking also to put a performance on. (3-0) last time out against Royal Ave, pre-season friendly. And it's across the back line. Shouting out instructions as Pedersen just delays the pass on the halfway line. Grimes back to Cabango. And if Pedersen takes another step, as he does, we now have every outfield player inside the Gillingham half. With the ball at his feet. 3 minutes gone. 0-0, no shots. I was going to say from either side. Gillingham have not been anywhere near. And now his first venture forward, and he gets halfway inside. More than half of the ground. Takes the throw, gets it back, plays it back to Pedersen. Who gives the free kick. And as so often, Swansea take it short. Grimes now knocks it over the top to Ronald, in from the left-hand side. And he just can't get it away at the moment. Footed, keeper gets a save, touchdown, Fulton stretching on the edge of the ball as he takes this free kick, and the ball punches as far downfield as it's gone and out of play. Shadrach Ogie, Max Emma and Alex Giles in their defensive line. Robbie McKenzie, Jack Nolan, Johnny Williams, Ewan Williams, Jaden Clark and Joe Bode. Gillingham just naming 6 substitutes. Sign of the times these days, particularly as we go down the bit of danger now. He moves forward, tries to put it through, gets it back. A defensive block does Ronald into the centre to Grimes. Grimes to Ronald. He's 40 yards out and curls at the edge of the box. Robotnik chests it down for Fulton, who couldn't react quick enough. League One game on that occasion. Swansea losing by 2-1. The last game between these two sides was back in January 2019. Swansea winning 4-1 in the FA Cup. In a half. Ronald has some space now from Grimes' ball. There's no return ball from Cooper, but Swansea still playing it round. Short passes on its left-hand side. Halfway long. Moves back halfway long. Swansea just haven't. Now strolling forward, just almost walking football on the left-hand side. Back it goes to Pedersen. Pedersen back to Ronald, making a love. Goalkeeper. And he plants it straight onto the head of Pedersen. But in play, but he can't keep possession momentarily. Drifts out of play. It's a Swansea City throw. Wet on the side of the field as anyone who inches away from the pass is well short of the former Tottenham man. Shower on, tidying up the Swansea, playing back to Vigouroux. You can see the water as the ball goes back to the Swansea. Over on the far right hand side. Leads straight back over onto the left hand side to Shower on. Pedersen, a little bit of movement. Centre circle. To the season at the weekend, 4-1 against Carlisle United at the Priestfield Stadium in front of the Gillingham bench. Downfield and gone out of play for a Swansea City throw. Deep inside their own territory, but they're unfazed by it. Cabango across the penalty area to Vigouroux, right hand side of the box. 6-2. Cooper, Ronald, Shower on, Popnik, all coming into the starting halfway line. Norton looks to play a return ball. Hurry to take the throw, just 6 or 7 yards away from their own goal line. Swansea, of course, here at the weekend against Preston North End. Foul by Pedersen. It's Giles plays it back. And it's Emma. He's the one that field away and he runs back to his keeper. Ryan Harley, Swansea City assistant manager, on the side of the field, having a word with the manager himself, Luke Williams. A little adjustment on all the monitors. Grimes, left-footed, lifting it nicely over to the right hand from the centre circle, swinging it over to the left-hand side, brought down with one touch by Ronald. It's on his right boot now as he tries to make his way inside the box. He beats his man once, he goes to beat him again and does, pulling it back with his left foot from the near side of the 6-yard box. Shot on. Fulton, Grimes doesn't need a lot of space, flicks it in, edge of the box for Popnik. Challenge. I think at that stage the smart money was on his first goal in Swansea's colours. A good timely challenge gets it away for the corner. Cooper, Ronald left hand side. Ronald back onto his. Going across onto his right boot and curled it across of the visiting players when that went in. They held on and showed just hoping that somehow Swansea wouldn't get their noses in front. But what's been a difficult and a block anything, it's switched to the Gillingham right. The cross in, it's not a bad cross either, and on the edge of the penalty area, they're just trying to find some space. There's not a lot. Williams on the left hand side, Johnny Williams right foot. I'll go there in the middle of the penalty area, just very close to the penalty spot. Watching from deep inside his own half, looking for Choa on, goes for the early cross, left-footed into the box, it's cleared away. Inside. To Pedersen, Pedersen quickly to Choa on, the touch played it on. It was played with Choa on, plays it in field from the goal kick, and Johnny Williams picks it up. Williams hasn't got a lot of support with him. Sam Nick is the man back defending. Nolan curls it in all across the halfway line. Ronald has it 15 yards inside the Gillingham half. No surprise he's got a couple of men on him, Mackenzie and Nolan being those two. Seems he will try maybe the right hand. Ronald is underneath it. Boots flying, the Gray puts his head in. His feet. Flag stays down. It was very, very close to going over the touchline. Swansea keeping it in. Left-hand side, now picking it up, taking it on the back heel inside the penalty area. It's cleared away. It's the way in which that move firm. 4-4-2 in formation, but that 4 in midfield and 4 in defence, very close to each other to limit the space, allowing Swansea to have balls like the one that they have at the moment. A little bit spectacular when going. On this occasion, they may have to wait a little further, a little longer for possession, because Gillingham moving forward with Nolan. Lifts it high, so on underneath it for Swansea, and it runs off his boot. Swansea keeper able to control and bring it out, and just that little look from Jaden Clark. Commanding in the air, wins it. It's back to Giles, who tries to turn it back to his own keeper, but Botnick starts moving towards the edge of the penalty. Touched it into Cooper, whose first touch was heavy, took it away as far as Swansea City are concerned. And it goes to Johnny Williams on the left-hand side, fed further out. Gillingham now coming forward in numbers. Swansea getting back in numbers. Low shot, and there it is. Highly unlikely to have got there. Chipped over the top. Ronald's clearly offside now. And flag again is one of those late ones. And Ronald turns and looks at Chop. Spare man, and this time it's Pedersen on the left hand side, on to Ronald. Ronald past one, 2 more maybe to take on before he can get to the penalty area, and he's happy to accept the challenge. Touches it. So on back to the halfway line to Pedersen. Cooper getting it back, perhaps didn't expect it from Choa on, but Swansea keeping to him. It's now with Nolan inside his own half on the right hand side. Relatively quiet, knock anything into the box. They try to play it along and do things that way. Now the kickoff for the second half, and Swansea playing half, and that's to accommodate Oliver Hawkins, who's gone just inside him. Is the left hand of 2. Half just not quite got into their stride yet in the second half, a little bit slow. back-to-league action for both at the weekend. Gillingham with a trip to Morecambe. The touchline right-hand side. Oh, and it was a tight ball back from Abdullah, and Norton gets caught. Into the second card of the evening. And Rowan Williams is Norton, the players squaring up to each other on the halfway line. There's a bit of work maybe for David Rock, the referee, to do, and there's a red card. Seconds to come back on. Unless they've changed that rule. But Norton at the moment waiting on the side of the field. It's so dangerous they had to be sent off, and then you and your teammates are down to 10 men whilst waiting for the injured player to come back on. Norton is now just jogging back on. Swansea edge. Out to Pedersen. Pedersen whipping it over to the left-hand side to Ronald. Choa On's there as well. Swansea starting to look at possible changes on the bench. Ronald whipping one high into the penalty area. Pedersen's there. Back to Vigouroux. And Swansea turn, and it's going to be a change from the visitors as well in a moment. George Lapsley is almost in the centre circle. Pedersen to Ronald, a little bit of trickery by him, and he's passed his man and he's pulled back to Grimes. Choa On goes down off the ball. Ronald has it on the left hand side. Ronald 3 to aim for in the box if he fancied whipping across him, but he doesn't. He just keeps possession and plays it back. Swansea inside their own half. 1 hour played. You get the feeling another goal sorts it out. Ronald is offside. Ball played across field to him, and the flag goes up. Over the line to Cabango. Swansea switch it over to the left. Ronald, number 35, back to Grimes. Swansea happy to enjoy the possession. From Abdullah Pedersen. Out to Ronald. Stretching Gillingham's 10 men. Ronald looking to get into the box, and he goes down, and he looks at the referee. The referee is not in any way moved by any shouts for a penalty, and in fairness they look half-hearted by the supporters, let alone the players here this evening. Ronald trying to burst into the box and went down. Liam just inside the box. Ronald goes wide on the left hand side to Choa On. Close down, tries to change the angle a little bit. Ball in. Ball for Swansea City, who are now level with the edge of the penalty area on the left hand side. From Choa On, it's back to Pedersen. Back to Choa On. Ronald. Infield to Cooper. Choa On. Cooper. Corner of the box. For Popnik. Fulton in the centre. Abdullah moving over onto the right hand side into space, but Swansea back over on that left flank. Here's Cooper into the box. Ronald wanted to let it run across his body. Fulton sends it back out to the left hand side. Choa On tries the cross, and it deflects away for a corner. And haven't hung around this evening with the corner kicks. This one's already taken on that left hand side. There is not a Gillingham player further than 20 yards from his own goal line. And they've got themselves a little free kick over on the far side. And so on comes the 25-year-old, centre forward, fresh legs up front. And then for Swansea, as we say, Choa On being replaced by Timon. Cullen